So do you think it's actually a good decision for African Americans to go into the service
Are you speaking in today or are you speaking in general?
today?
No, not at all. We live in a time, and as we say, I'm a member of the NAACP, in a time such as this where people of color are put in situations where we're expendable.
But people are always asking me, Lettuce, Lisette, let I join the army? Fuck no. Fuck no.
Welcome back to the channel. Today's video, we'll be reacting to the military still taking hate. Yo, I'm not understanding why the military is taking so much hate right now. But look, it's finna get juicy.
But people are always asking me, Lettuce, Lisette, let I join the army? Fuck no. Fuck no. And let me tell you why. I had the worst time in my entire 3 years of life in the army, and with this new administration kind of flipping things and chucking things out the window, I fear us females, us women, would have a very, very hard time in the army right now. No, but seriously, I had a horrible time. If someone tells you that females don't get treated differently in the army, that's a lie. That's a damn lie. Because I went in with the mentality that if I just go in and I just do my job and I go home and then I go back and do my job and I don't get associated with no drama, I don't make any friends, I just stick to myself, I don't party, I don't just go in, do my job, just mind my business, that everything will be okay.
I agree with her to a certain extent. Women in the military do have it harder than men in the military. It's pros and cons though. I mean, women, you know, y'all are more easier to get promoted faster. Now, all the other stuff that actually do take place, like the essays, the harassment, y'all do catch a lot of flack. Most women that are in the military, they do have it a little bit harder than guys. And what she's saying is true. But I'm gonna say this: to actually stay in your barracks room and not come out and like, okay, well, I'm gonna try to avoid all the bull crap. Oh no, the military got the military got its pros and cons. The military got it's gonna gravitate towards you, even if you're not trying to be in the bull crap. Certain things is gonna gravitate towards you. It could be either the people that you're around, the unit, your chain of command. It could just be numerous of things, but it's not. You can't just not ever had a bad time in the military. Like, everybody's gonna have a bad day, bad time, bad year in the military. But from what she's saying, to say not to join the military and put it out on social media, it's kind of like, you know, because your experience and somebody else's experience is totally two different things. Like, you might got sexual assaulted, which is, you know, essays. You might got the essay, you might got the harassments, you might got the chain of command, you might got a lot of stuff that probably was negative. So your negatives might outweigh the pros that you did actually encounter. But I wouldn't actually tell people not to join the military just because of your experience. Your experience and somebody else's experience is totally two different things. But that's enough. Let's get back into the video though. Let's get back into the video.
But people are always asking me, Lettuce, Lisette, let I join the army? Fuck no. Fuck no. And let me tell you why. I had the worst time in my entire 3 years of life in the army, and with this new administration kind of flipping things and chucking things out the window, I fear us females, us women, would have a very, very hard time in the army right now. No, but seriously, I had a horrible time. If someone tells you that females don't get treated differently in the army, that's a lie. That's a damn lie. Because I went in with the mentality that if I just go in and I just do my job and I go home and then I go back and do my job and I don't get associated with no drama, I don't make any friends, I just stick to myself, I don't party, I don't just go in, do my job, just mind my business, that everything will be okay. That was a goddamn lie. The army is so messy, and the stories that you hear about female getting SH and SA'd is so real. It is so real, and the way the it's so corrupt. I don't care what anybody says, it is so corrupt. When I was going through something with an NCO that was SHing me for a couple months, the worst time of my life, because the army was more worried about protecting this NCO than me and the other females that were getting harassed by him. And many people may come in and just say, well, it was your...
I don't think, to your, like I said again, your experience versus somebody else's experience is totally two different experience. Now, are there a lot of cases in the sense of women going through SA or getting sharped, or just going through a lot of trauma in the military? For sure, most definitely. And because I like to play devil's advocate, it's a lot of military women setting these military guys up also. But I'm playing devil advocate right now, so you gotta catch my drift on what I'm saying. But she's right to a certain degree. But to tell other people not to join, I disagree. I highly disagree. Cause you gotta think. She just played devil advocate. She just basically was saying the benefits that she got all this trauma and everything, but she got benefits from, everything, her mental health, her health, dental, all these different benefits that came with it. So is it right that she actually encountered these incidents, these traumatic incidents? Of course not. I don't wish that on anybody, male or female, anybody. But my thing is, how I look at it is, if you served, you gotta have you gotta have a lot of good to say about the military versus a lot of bad to say about the military. That's just my take. It's more good than bad. It's just more good. It's a lot of women outside of the military that's going through a lot of stuff. So it's a lot. Vice versa, it's a lot of males in the military that's going through a lot of stuff. And then she's not wrong either. So I don't want to make this just seem like she's wrong. Yeah, a lot of NCOs do mess with lower enlisted soldiers, and if the NCO do get caught up, the chain of command will cover that shit up sometimes. They will. I listen. I agree with her to a certain extent, but to tell other people not to join the military, that's where I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. That's just not me. Everything got its pros and cons. So it's just how you look at the circumstances in the situation. That's it. And it's also, if this NCO was harassing you or doing this for months and months and months on, okay, why didn't you draw the line to be like, okay, this got to stop or just felt uncomfortable right then and there. So maybe her story is not adding up either. Maybe she was with the guy and they actually had something going on, and then it transpired into, okay, nah, this is very uncomfortable. Because it's a lot of circumstances. We only getting partial of the story. So that's my point. That's my take. She ain't wrong. She ain't wrong. She do have a point. Drop in the comment section how you feel about the situation. This might make me laugh. See you in the next video. Peace.